Hi guys, and welcome to another episode, a special edition of SEB'S SMS. Yes guys, as usual, but not really as usual, I'm sending you a World Cup message. You better catch it.
Sebastian Baton is now very much the Anglophile.
Saturday morning session. SEB'S SMS. I'm sending you a message. You better catch it.
But when it comes to the football,
Yo, what's going on? What is going on? The World Cup has started. Yes guys, I mentioned it last week, but this week we're right into it. World Cup. For those of you who don't really watch football, I'm sorry. The biggest sport event on the planet, the biggest one, the World Cup has started. So guys, that's why I'm here, that's why I'm happy, and that's where I've been for the last couple of weeks. Because as I told you, things don't come overnight. You gotta prepare them things, you gotta work for them in order to be ready. I don't want you to get ready, I want you to stay ready. But first and foremost, how are you? I hope you're good. Honestly, I hope you're happy. It's quite warm where I am. I don't know where you at, but where I am, it's quite hot. But it's good. So I was wondering, I was thinking about you all week. I was thinking, yo, Saturday morning session, SEB'S SMS, Seb, what are we gonna talk about? And something just came into my mind. Something came, and I want to talk about the team. The team. This is World Cup. All the teams, they've been thinking about that competition, that event. They've been preparing. But what is going to make the difference? Obviously, you got some, teams that they got a good chance, but you got some underdogs. Are you an underdog in your life? Are you considered as an underdog? Which teams that are in the World Cup are considered as underdogs? But what do you need to make a team? What do you really need in order to have a team who gel together? A team who really understand each other? And that's what I want you to tell me and to ask yourself. That's what I want to talk about. How do we get to a strong team? In order to get to a strong team, you gotta be self-aware. You gotta know whether you are a player, and we're talking about sports, but it's the same in your environment. It's the same in your work. It's the same in your family. It's the same in any business that you're having or you're going through. That's exactly the same process. But because it's World Cup, we're gonna make some references to football, to sports. But what do you really need? You need to self-assess. You need to, whether you're the manager or you're in charge of that group, or whether you're part of the group as a player or as an employee, what do you need in order to be successful? You need to be aware. You need to be aware about what's happening around you. And first and foremost, you need to be aware about you. What do you bring to the team? What do you bring to the team? In order for the teams now to win the games, they have to assess their strengths and weaknesses, right? What are yours? But on top of that, they really need to know deeper, on a deeper level, what am I bringing to the team? Am I somebody who works hard, in the shadow? Am I the one who's gonna finish the job? Am I the one who's gonna start the things, start everything and not finish it? And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with that. I just want you to know, where do you stand within the group? Are you really a player or somebody who likes to support the group? Is that one of your strengths? Do you really like to support the group? Do you really think about others before thinking about yourself? And don't get it twisted. I'm telling you, don't get it twisted. In a team, you need every type of profile. You need some people who will be more selfish because they're the finisher. They're the ones gonna produce the finishing touch. But you need some people who start the project. You need some people who build things from scratch or build from the back. You can't have all the same roles in the team. But how do we get to this harmonious team? That's my idea of the day. That's my challenge. I want you to really self-assess and be true and honest with yourself. And I've watched so many games by now. So many games, it's been a week already. And what I've seen is I've seen some teams who weren't playing together. Not because they didn't want to. Everyone want to be a winner. Everyone want to win. But some of them, from my small experience, you know what I mean? I think they don't complete each other. Are you in life? Are you somebody who's more analytical? Somebody who can write a plan? That's what you're good at. Are you some of them? Or are you somebody who can really get the ball and make the difference? And I've seen some people here in that World Cup and here, even in business, when they have to make the difference, they can take the ball and make the difference. They can take the rock, as we said, and make the difference. But if you're not one person which is naturally like that, why would you try to be like that? You have other strength, which is gonna be very useful for the team. So team first. Are you a team player? Are you a team player? Because at the end of the day, you might be somebody who thinks about himself first, but your strength gotta serve the team. How are we gonna get to this level if you don't serve the team? If you serve your own purpose, do you really think the team's gonna win? And if the team wins, you win. If the team lose, stop telling me or stop, I don't like here, or I haven't lost. Because me when I was not. You're a team player or not? Make sure you help the team. Make sure you find people in your life who come and complete yourself. That's how you're gonna start building a great team. What would you need? Somebody which is exactly the same as you. Somebody who goes 100 miles an hour. I go 100 miles an hour. I'm like, woo, I'm fast paced. But if I get with somebody which is exactly the same as me, do you really think that we're gonna make a great team? Or we just gonna do the same thing? Which means, what does that mean? That means that throughout the way I am, I have some strengths and weaknesses. But my strengths and weaknesses are gonna be the same as my partner. So we're not gonna go nowhere. He's not gonna bring me anything that I don't know. And that's exactly the same for the team. So when you look at some managers, they are building teams. People say, why don't you take him? Why does he not take him? Because he doesn't serve the purpose of the team, the balance of the team. And that's what I want you to be asking yourself. Is my life balanced in terms of the people I got around me? How do I get my team to win? What do I need? What kind of personality do I need? I need people who come and can talk if it's my business. They can talk, they can sell, the sellers. Because I'm not like that, I'm an introvert. That's not my case, you know that. That's not my case, but that's the kind of mindset, that's the kind of ideas I want you to start thinking. Because once again, we're getting closer to 2023, guys. We're getting closer to that. So what we're gonna do, we're not gonna end up 2022 the same way we started 2022. We're gonna get into 2023 with a plan. And if you can't plan because that's not what you like, get somebody on your team who can plan for you. But identify what you're good at in order to make the team win. So are you a team player or are you a me player? That's the question of the day, and that's my challenge of the day. What do you need? Assess yourself, assess your team. I want you to build a team now, because we can't do anything on our own. Bump this idea, oh, I can do it myself. Human being, we're too arrogant to think that I can do it myself. Even to feed yourself, you need somebody else. You need the food that you're putting within your body, it comes from somebody else. So at the end of the day, there's nothing you can do on your own. You gotta be with somebody else. Build a team. I want you to build your own team. Whether it's on the football pitch, keep building and keep building smart. I don't want you to work hard, I want you to work smart, even in your build up of your team, right? So guys, what we're doing, you know the drill. We take what's ours. I want you to take what's yours. I'm telling you, you take what is yours. You know the drill, you know the mantra. This is the mantra. I want you to keep that in your mind and pass it around because you deserve it. You haven't stolen anything. That's yours. Take what's yours that belongs to you. The power, the strength, the teamwork, the success in the World Cup, the success in African Cup of Nations, Cameroon World Cup. Belief, the faith. We don't only take it. What we're doing, we snatch it, guys. We do snatch it. Yes, that's yours. That was your homeboy, SEB'S SMS, aka Baby Bass. Here to serve you live and direct from Qatar, Doha. Guys, pass it around. Have a wonderful Saturday. Whatever you're doing, whether you're playing a football game, whether you're on with your family, with your spouse, husband, wife, children, have a wonderful weekend. Be strong. We're together. Take what is yours. All right? I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.